Can I help you with something?
I brought something I'd like to show you.
Okay. I'm assuming that's a guitar.
Not just any guitar. This is Semi Mosley's personal blue gospel guitar prototype.
A Mosrite. Well, hallelujah.
Semi Mosley was a great gospel musician. He founded the Mosrite Guitar Company, and I got this guitar directly from Semi Mosley 44 years ago. I know it's really rare, so it's worth a lot of money.
Where did you get it?
Well, I got it directly from Semi Mosley.
Really? That's really, really cool. I know a little bit about him. I know that he started off repairing guitars and then actually started making guitars. So why is it a prototype?
It's a prototype because when he was at a guitar convention in Europe, he met a Spanish luthier who was building flamenco guitars with violin joints. And they had such a remarkable tone that Semi thought gospel musicians should have something that sings when they do the Lord's work. So consequently, he came back and he did this prototype.
Okay.
He hand wound the pickups. He made the pick guards and the volume plate, and it's built with violin joints.
All right, that's extremely interesting.
Right around Semi Mosley's time, the late 50s, early 60s, gospel, blues, and rock and roll were exploding. So people like Mosley really started experimenting with new sounds.
I mean, it looks brand new. I mean, there's one little chip here, but there's no belt buckle marks on it. That's definitely cool. You got paperwork on all this?
Yes, this guitar is probably the most well-known rare guitar anywhere. It's listed in the Celebrity Registry. 009, 1965 gospel prototype, blue, Semi Mosley's personal gospel.
All right, I'm interested. It sounds really, really cool.
Jimi Hendrix, the Beach Boys, Kurt Cobain, these are just a few of the guys who have played Mosrites. So if this is the actual gospel prototype, there will definitely be a market for me to sell this thing.
How much do you want for it?
Well, it's about the rarest prototype guitar that exists. At a high-energy auction event, it would bring somewhere between $200,000 and $250,000. Now, I know this is not an auction, but realistically, I'd take $100,000 for it.
Quite frankly, that sounds expensive. Let me give a buddy of mine a call. Deals in rare guitars all the time.
Great, I welcome that. However, you should know, since I've had this guitar since 1969 continuously and got it from the guy who made it, I am considered the industry expert on this guitar.
Okay, well, it's not that I don't trust you, but, if I started trusting my customers, I wouldn't be in business long.
I understand.
You understand?
Sure.
So I will be right back.
Thanks.
The moment you walk into my store and try and sell me something, you are no longer the expert. I have to get an unbiased opinion on what this thing is worth before I make an offer.
Jesse, my man, what's up?
Come on. So is this the Mosrite in question?
Yes.
It is a really cool guitar, man. Very, very cool. Where'd you get this at?
I got it from Semi Mosley, the man who made it for his own use.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. My idol, Johnny Ramone, played a Mosrite.
Absolutely.
Mosley, he's a really interesting guy. I mean, he's got his start doing repairs.
Yeah.
Apprenticed under Rickenbacker. Mosrite is one of my favorite companies, and I'm a big fan of surf music. If you ever listen to any surf music from the 1960s, that really cool, reverby, twangy guitar, that's the Mosrite guitar.
He is telling me this is the prototype, the only one that exists like this, and wants a lot of money for it.
This is kind of a pretty well-documented guitar. There's a couple things I can get a date on this. The Mosley tailpiece, for one. The Mosrite of California on the pickups. The style of the knobs. I would say this guitar is probably 67 or 68. The serial number is GA009. So, this is the prototype gospel guitar.
All right, big question. What do you think it's worth?
Well, I've seen one of Johnny Ramone's Mosrites that was very well documented and played guitar. Went for right around $35,000, $40,000. In the guitar market of today, a realistic selling price on this instrument would probably be $25,000.
That's absolutely ridiculous because it's been appraised over the years. Back in the 90s, it was appraised at a minimum of $100,000, and that was in the 90s.
I'm just saying, from knowing what I've just recently sold myself, I don't think anybody's going to step up that high for it.
Well, the guitar's been insured for $100,000 or better.
I mean, I can
Since
insure my shoes for
1992.
$100,000 with an insurance company.
I understand that, but your number's not realistic. It's a really rare piece.
Prototypes of Les Pauls at the Les Paul auction did not bring $100,000. Les Paul is credited with inventing the solid body electric guitar. That's why I'm giving this the $25,000 mark in my eyes.
I can't agree with your assessment.
Oh, yeah. And we're just at where we are. I mean,
Thanks,
sorry
Jesse.
about that. You know, it was really cool to see Simi's guitar, but to be honest with you, I'm just kind of glad I got out of there without a black eye.
He can't know what I know about it after 44 years.
Okay. He just told us that Les Paul's prototypes went for less money than you're asking.
It's not only rare, but it's also beautiful.
It's a cool guitar, I'll give you that. But one of a kind doesn't always bring a fortune.
Come on, you know you like it.
Obviously, we're not going to make a deal, so all I can tell you is good luck.
Thanks. I think he just made a huge mistake. I know when it goes to an auction house that recognizes this guitar and knows how to market it, I'll probably get $200,000 or more for it.
Hey, how's it going? Those are some fancy boots.
Thank you very much.
And that's a fancy piece of wood. We have a pistol grown into a tree.
We have a pistol grown into a tree.
Okay.
I found this piece at an Old West collectibles auction. I think it's worth more than money to someone that wants it because you can sit around and talk about it and wonder what it's about. I'm gonna ask $18,000 or $20,000 for it.
I'm guessing 1858 Remington. If you're in the Civil War, this was a great thing to have. These things weren't issued to you, you had to go get one. You were issued a muzzle loading rifle, okay? You know, you got one shot and it's done. I mean, if you were carrying around 2 of these, you got 12 shots. You could shoot all day with this thing. A lot of guys had them in the Civil War because if you carried one of these with you, there's a lot better chance you'd live. Is it loaded?
Supposedly, there is a bullet in the chamber. I honestly don't know.
Let me, hold on one second here. Let me find a piece of barbed wire. That one's empty. That one's empty. Can I take it out of this?
You know, I've never taken it out.
Ooh, that's neat how it grew right into the barrel. And yeah, that's loaded. The one in the chamber, you're never gonna be able to figure out. Every once in a while, people bring in buried or sunken treasure. But a gun that a tree actually grew into, I don't even know where to begin. I've definitely never seen anything like this. So this is, a hell of a quandary. What in the world is it worth?
I want $18,000.
I don't think it's worth that much, but I have a friend who I really want to show this to. I want to get his opinion on what it's worth. Hang out a few minutes. I'm going to get him down here. I want him to look at this, okay?
Yep, perfect.
This thing is just way too cool to let it walk out the door without finding something more about it. Even if I just take it home and put it on my bookshelf, I'll make an offer. Here we go.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh.
Wow.
It's actually loaded.
Man, this is crazy. How did this get here? Nobody's gonna ever know, right?
No, no one's gonna know.
Well, there's a piece of iron sticking out the end over here.
Wait a minute. What's to come out? That's weird. I just would love to. It sounds like it's in the barrel.
So maybe the guy was cleaning his gun when this all happened? There's just a million things with this. We have no idea what's going on.
Not that it really matters, but do you know what this gun is?
Well, I believe it's a Remington.
It is. This is a Remington New Model Army. They made them roughly from 1862 to 1875. This is a gun that competed with Colt, and in fact, if it wasn't for the Colt fire, that destroyed the factory, this gun probably wouldn't have been produced in as great a quantity as it was. Colt was out of business for a little while, and Remington stepped up to the plate, and this became the most popular pistol for the Union during the Civil War. Really, really interesting. If there was a mint condition Remington New Model Army here, or this, what would you rather have?
I mean, this one's cooler.
Oh, I'd
this one's
take
got
this
the
any
story.
day. Oh, yeah.
I mean, and that's the whole thing. I can't figure out a price on this thing.
And I'm going to tell you something. This is the one time when you're going to ask me what it's worth that I'm going to tell you I don't know. There's nothing else like it. It's one of a kind. Okay, so you're not buying a Remington here. You're buying the chance to talk about this gun. It's just, I don't know. I'll tell you what I'd pay for it. I mean, that's all I can say. I'd tell you what I would pay for it. I'd pay $3,000 or $4,000, no problem. No problem.
Okay. I guess it's a starting point. Thanks, man.
Rick, thanks.
Okay, I knew you would love to see
Oh,
it.
I love it. Thanks for calling me down. And man, you showed me something I've never seen before, so.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you. This gun transcends the whole gun thing. It's gun-based, if you will, but this is more of a conversational artifact. Remington made 100 and some odd thousand New Model Armies. This is the coolest one on the planet.
Okay, so this is one of those few things that I would buy off a customer that I would not put it in my showcase. I'd bring it home. Because I really want this for myself. I think this is the greatest thing in the world to pull out at a cocktail party with your friends and talk about it. I'd give you $4,000 for it.
No. I'm gonna pour myself an adult beverage and sit around and tell stories about it and listen to other people tell stories.
It's one of the neatest oddities I've ever seen. If you change your mind, I don't know why it's so cool. I know it's... We'd take 5.
No.
5 grand cash for a gun that's basically ruined.
No.
Okay. I mean, what would you take?
15.
It's really cool to talk about for 5 grand, not for 15. Thanks for bringing it in. Really, you really got a treasure there.
Thank you.
If you change your mind, bring it straight back to me, okay?
Thank you.
I hate having a cool piece like this walk out the door. But sometimes the cool factor and the asking price just don't match up. For now, I can just hope he changes his mind and runs back to the shop.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. What do we got here?
It's a 26-inch statue from Rocky III.
The Italian Stallion.
There's only 40 of these produced worldwide.
Okay.
Only one of them has been signed in this series by Stallone.
Okay. We've got a saying around the pawn shop, there's no such thing as a bad Rocky movie. That is, if you don't count Rocky V.
True, true. I've come down to the pawn shop today to try and sell my Sylvester Stallone Rocky III statue. I'm hoping to get $4,500. It is very rare. The less there are, the more valuable it is.
That's pretty cool. Stallone's got a lot to be proud of. You know, in 1976, he writes and stars in his first movie and wins Best Picture. So this is from Rocky III, and I just saw Rocky VIII.
Yeah.
So for a movie franchise to last 40 years, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So where'd you get it?
I know Stallone's autograph agent. He got this.
Can I take a look at your paperwork here?
Yes.
What we got?
This is an actual photo of Stallone signing this particular statue.
Okay. I mean, the signature is definitely legit. I mean, it's really cool that it's on there. Yeah, the statue's in really good shape. I mean, the detail's really awesome on it. You even have down to a little phrase in the laces on the boots.
The detail is what sells it.
What are you looking to get out of it?
I'm looking to get $4,500. I checked with an auction house and some dealer friends of mine, and they feel that the value is $6,000.
Okay. I'm not gonna say it couldn't be worth that. There's a strong collectible market out there for Rocky stuff. That being said, I'd offer you about $1,500 for it.
You're way off about this. Because the franchise is so successful, people want rare items from Rocky. Look at it, it's one of a kind. And the fact that it is one of a kind in the world to a Rocky collector is everything, everything.
This thing's not gonna fly off my shelf here. It's not Star Wars collectible. Would you go 2?
I think 2 would make a good down payment. How would you like to handle the balance?
$2,000 is about as much as I can go, man.
Then I'll buy you half the statue at that point. Would you meet me at $3,500?
I'll tell you what, I'll go $2,100. I can't go anymore. That's really it.
It's just not even a reasonable offer.
All right, well, you have a good day.
All right. I'm a very reasonable guy, and if we're in the ballpark, I'll do the deal, but there's no way I'm gonna sell for $2,100.
What is this, man?
This is a Turbo Drive 2. It's a slot car arcade racing game.
And how the hell did you get this through the door without me noticing?
Well, 2 of your guys were nice enough to bring this in.
But they weren't nice enough to help you out, were they?
No, not yet. I bought it from a collector of dome games down in Houston, Texas, and he rent out a room in his garage for all this stuff. This is not an easy thing to own. It's a monster pig for an arcade game. I want to get $3,000 for this game, and the least I would take would be $2 grand.
That's awesome, man. Can you tell me about the history of the game, or?
Well, Turbo Drive was a game that was developed by a Spanish company for the arcade market, and they licensed the technology and the rights to make this game to a company in Buffalo, New York called ICE. Then they decided to make some little fine improvements to the game and came out with Turbo Drive 2, which is what this is. And they made only one. This is one of one.
Okay. I could see how cool it would have been when it first came out.
Right.
But for what kids have today, I mean, it's probably boring. This arcade game was pretty cool, and I'm sure people loved playing it back in the 90s. I'm willing to bet there's somebody out there that would love to get their hands on it today. Hell, I mean, even I kind of want it. So does this thing work?
Yeah.
Let's play it, man.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna warn you, man, I'm gonna kick your butt at this game.
I bet, seeing as how I've never played it before, but man.
All right, we'll try. We'll do head-to-head, but starting right there. All right, and watch your speed limits there.
2, 1, go.
Second gear, go. All right, speed limits are up a little bit now.
There is some kind of skill to it, though.
There is.
It's not just holding the joystick down as hard as you can.
No, you're not just mashing the pedal down. There we go, round the curve, this straightaway. Okay, the speed limits are down.
Got me.
Okay, and it shows you had more laps than I did. You had 19, I only had 18.
For being the owner of this game, you kind of suck at it.
Well, I got more points than you did.
So what are you looking to do with it? You want to pawn it, sell it?
I want to sell this game.
All right, what are you looking to get out of it?
$3,000.
You know, you're telling me it's a one-of-a-kind game and all that. Let me have a buddy of mine come down and take a look at it, see what he thinks about it, and kind of give me a price, all right?
I think that's very fair. I owned one of these back in the 90s when I had an arcade, so well, whoever he's calling in better know his stuff, because I know everything about this game and about pinball machines.
So, I see you brought in a Turbo Drive. You thinking of buying this?
Depending on what you say.
Okay, well, I'm glad I carry that much weight. Does this one work? Have you played it?
I've been playing it. Seems good to me.
Because it's all lit up and it's beautiful.
So what can you tell me about it, man?
All right, this is Turbo Drive 2. It was made in 1992 by ICE. The originals were made in 1988. It's hard to find some of the originals now that are working because they have a real bad power supply problem. It's kind of cool to see their attempt at innovating this game. There is some big differences between the original and this one. First of all, the software was redesigned so that when you took the corners, you had to downshift because you got penalized for taking the corners. And it's also missing the bottleneck. The bottleneck track is gone here. That was a really cool feature on the originals. The originals had this area in the track where when you got to it, whoever got there first, you stopped the other car until you got past the bottleneck, so that gave you a speed advantage, especially if you're racing.
Okay. So how popular was it in the 90s?
In 1988, when they first came out, they were very popular. So I was surprised they stopped the run at 240. The trouble is, what prohibited them is that the operators didn't want to spend $5,000 for a piece that was only going to make 25 cents to 50 cents a game. It's kind of really cool to see one that works.
Absolutely. So what are they worth?
A one of a kind? Now, rarity doesn't mean that it's valuable. And me personally, I would rather have an original because it has the special bottleneck features and all that stuff, but most of the time they don't work. I've seen them go at the auctions, the original ones, in between $300 to $500 to $800. But this one being a one-of-a-kind and a one-off, somebody wanting something that was rare and unique and saying, oh, I have the only one made, I would probably give you $2,500 for it.
Okay. All right, appreciate it, my man.
Okay, take care.
Take care.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
A slot car collector might want this because you could actually open the dome up and put your cars in there. If Corey gets a good deal on this, it's going to be easy for him to flip it for a profit.
It's definitely cool, but I have to tell you, this is a lot of real estate for me to try to sell in here. I mean, it's not worth it to me to make $500. I can put 25 things around it that would sell just fine. I'd give you $1,000 for it.
Well, your guy just said it was worth $2,500.
It's not something I want to sell really fast. Yeah. Do I think I could sell it and do I think I can make money on it? Absolutely. Do I think it's going to take some time? Yeah. So that's my offer, $1,000.
Well, how about if we say $1,500? That way it gives you can make $1,000 on it.
Buddy, I'll do $1,100. I can't really go much higher than that, though.
All right, I don't want to haul it with me. Just do it.
Deal. All right. All right, meet me over there. Let's do some paperwork.
All right, thank you. When you have a one-of-a-kind item, you just don't know what it's really worth. I didn't want to accept $1,100, but he knew he had me in a bind. He knew I didn't want to move that game out of here again.
I got a call from some guy with an old Ford that he wants to sell. Everyone else was busy. Rick's gonna be really proud of me when I finish this deal all by myself.
Whoa! What is this thing, man?
It's the Hellbilly.
This thing is sweet.
Thank you.
Tell me about it, man.
My actual inspiration to get it was, as a kid, my favorite show was The Munsters.
Yeah, this does look like it's straight out of The Munsters, man.
Yeah.
You kind of do look like Eddie, too.
Hellbilly is a hand-fabricated rat rod, hot rod hybrid. What I love about hot rods is the attention that they draw. I don't think I got enough attention as a kid. I don't want to take a penny less than $30,000. If he offered me 30, I'd hand him the keys.
This thing looks pretty sweet. Tell me about it.
Well, it started out as a 1930 Model A. The only original part of that is the cowl and windshield frame. With the exception of the drivetrain, every other piece of this car was handmade.
Tell me about the motor right here. This thing looks pretty beefy, man.
It's a 350 Chevy with a street blower on it. Puts out about 600 horse. A lot of noise, and it actually shoots fire out of it.
Out of these right here?
Yep.
That's an awesome touch, man. Let's check out the inside if you don't mind.
Gate latches for doorknobs.
Oh, my goodness. I like the skull right here. That's a pretty nice touch.
Thanks. The airbags are on the center console, along with the flamethrowers.
Ooh, don't want to touch the flamethrowers. This thing's pretty cool, though, man. Whew, I feel like the Dukes of Hazzard getting out of that thing. So there's only one thing left, man. I need to see this thing shoot those flames.
Glad to do it.
Wow! Yo, I've never seen Flame drive a car like this. I know it might not be the thing that adds a lot of value to the car, but it's an awesome touch.
I was not expecting that, I'm not gonna lie, man. That was pretty awesome. So I take it you're looking to sell this thing?
Yeah, I think it's time to start another project.
What kind of price do you have in mind? What are you looking to get out of it?
Honestly, I need 30 grand.
It's a little bit more than I could spend without asking someone else to come down and check it out.
No problem.
Okay. So let me call him up.
I'll see if he has time to come down later today. We'll see what we can do.
Okay. Yeah, I'd love for somebody to come and look at it. Who knows? They might even say it's worth more than I want.
Definitely awesome looking, one of a kind for sure.
So what do you know about a Ford Model A? Why did they turn them into drag cars? What was the attraction there?
It was just the perfect body to chop. The guys in the late 30s, they actually did a lot of street racing. They'd chop the roof off, get a low roof line so they could go faster, and they would soup up the flathead V8 motors. And they were actually racing these on the streets. But they weren't quite this radical at that time. These cars got radical in the 50s. Well, this car can still be called a Ford Model A because it has its original cowl left, which has the VIN number, the vehicle identification number of the actual 1930 Ford. I like the chop a lot.
That looks like a Hot Wheel.
It does, and the little sunroof definitely catches your eye as well.
So tell me what you think about the interior.
Let me see it.
Yeah, let me open it up for you.
A lot of one-off stuff I can see. I like the chain steering wheel. The skull is really cool.
So what do you think?
It's definitely pretty cool, but I haven't seen the flames yet. That's what I'm waiting for.
Oh, well, let's light it up.
Let's do it. Very cool. This car is an extremely, extremely cool hot rod. It's definitely a one of a kind. You can see that they poured their heart and soul in it. I've really never seen another car that blows flames like that.
Pretty badass, huh?
Definitely, that's the word for it, all right.
Have you seen everything you need to see on this car to tell me what you think the value could possibly be?
I think I can give you a good, honest value on the car. It's very cool. It's got a cool factor of 10. I look at it as a semi-novelty, something you want to pull up to car shows, show off, and have fun. I honestly would put a value on this vehicle of 24, 25 grand. You're not going to be able to just jump in it and drive anywhere you want to, so we're limited as what you can do with this car.
All right, well, thanks, Steve. I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure, chum. It really is. Thank you very much, Sean. Very nice to meet you, too. Great car, by the way.
Thanks a lot.
Generally, you do not get the money back. After you dump your life savings into these cars, you usually get about half the money back.
I'm ready to make you an offer, but I'm not sure you're ready to accept it.
Okay.
I'm literally looking to offer $19,000.
Yeah, no way. I mean, first of all, he didn't say it was worth 25. He said he'd pay 25. So obviously there's profit to be made at 25. And honestly, I don't even know if I'd want to take 25. So we might be too far apart on this.
You know, I think my top dollar is going to be 22.
Man, we're close. But I'm not going to go 22.
All right, well, my boss always tells me if the deal's not right, the deal's not right. At 22, I can make a deal with you, but at 25, I'm gonna have to walk.
All right.
If you change your mind, I'll be at the shop, man. Give me a call, I'll come back down.
All right, man. Yeah, since I didn't sell it today, I'm just gonna park it back in the garage and list it locally, and I'll get my price eventually.
Hey, how can I help you?
This is a flag that was cut off of a World War I airplane by my grandfather. The plane was bullet-ridden and it crashed.
So let me get this right. The plane was on fire and your grandfather ran up with a knife and cut the flag out so the American flag wouldn't burn.
That's right.
That's awesome.
I came to the pawn shop today to sell my grandfather's flag, which he cut from a World War I airplane. I'd like to sell it because it's been sitting around for 95 years, and I'd like it to go to somebody that really would like to do something. And, you know, it's always nice to make a little bit of extra cash as well.
So what can you tell me about it?
This article was from about 1940. He brought the flag to work, intending to have it framed. He was called out to duty, and when he came back, the flag was gone, and he assumed somebody stole it. Well, 10 years later, he helped move the lockers away, and there was the flag for 10 years.
So you have the flag in the article. You got anything else to back up your story?
I have these dog tags, and one of these dog tags actually says Lieutenant Quentin Roosevelt on the back and George Pine, my father's name, on the front.
That is really cool. Quentin Roosevelt was Teddy Roosevelt's youngest son. He was a great pilot, and when he was shot down, the Germans buried him with full military honors. To think that this flag was off one of the planes in his squadron is just an amazing part of history. I will have no problem selling it. So what were you looking to do with it?
I'd like to sell it.
Okay. Did you have a number in mind?
$7,500. I did have it appraised, and it came in at $10,000.
It is a one-of-a-kind item, but you can appraise it for anything. So I can offer you like $5 grand.
Make it $6,500. What you have to think about here is, how would you replace this? How could anybody...
Well, you can't exactly replace it, but there's other very expensive, very patriotic things from World War I. So $6,000 is more than fair.
$6,000. Have a deal.
You want to ride her up, Corey?
All right, come with me.
I'm seriously excited to get this flag. It's a one-of-a-kind piece that's sure to generate collector interest. And stuff like this brings a lot of foot traffic into the shop, so I might not even sell it. So this is it, huh?
Yeah, this is the glow-in-the-dark Zero car.
So you invented this technology that's in it?
Yes, sir.
That's cool.
Are you ready?
Ready. Whoa.
It is a unique feature that I added to give it some promotional appeal.
I can honestly say I have never seen a car like this.
What's special about this electric car is that it never plugs in. It charges itself as it's being driven, and everyone, they pull us over and say, what is this? Taking photographs, etc. It's quite a lot of fun.
So what did you do to it?
It's originally a Zap car, which is a three-wheel motorcycle.
All right, and then you put that thing in the center.
Yeah, that's the batteries.
Okay.
While we're running on one, it depletes, it automatically switches to 2, and 1 then enters a charging phase. So the cycle repeats itself continually at 131 miles per gallon.
You gotta be kidding me. Well, why do you want to sell your invention?
Well, it's 8 years in this project, and it's time.
Okay.
I'm asking $25,000.
Okay. Maybe there's something there.
There are plenty of people who'd love to have this technology.
Problem is for me, I have no idea who I'd sell it to. I don't know enough about it to sell it.
There's no price at all for a unique, one-of-a-kind vehicle that no one else in the world has. It's the only one.
It's not for me. I wish you all the luck in the world with it, though, man. Maybe there's some guy out there who wants to buy this and maybe work on the technology, but that guy is not me. I'm not in this for the long haul. I'm in this to buy it and sell it.